Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm going to do a quick update here for Cardano. ADA, essentially help you understand what's going to happen potentially next, and just generally speaking, what's going on with the backend data too with liquidation levels. So if you're new to the channel, I love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. Greatly appreciate you liking, subscribing, and following the video and commenting below. Where are you at with Cardano right now? What is your position? I'm really interested to hear it because everyone has different strategies and different scenarios. So love to understand that. I'd also love to help you too with a fantastic exchange. Link down below. Use my link to qualify for a $5,500 bonus rewards there with this exchange. Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. I guarantee they're going to be your new favorite because they are mine. No KYC, no VPN required. And from what I understand too, BingX and a few other exchanges are going full KYC. And if that is the case, you need to kind of transition over and make sure to kind of get ahead of the curve. At least if you're in the US or Canada, just so you know, if you don't live here, it's a pain in the butt with exchanges to have to always get ahead of the curve. But they're phenomenal. I think you're going to like working with them. So Cardano, let's jump into the backend data and work our way down first, because when we talked last, we had a significant amount more of liquidation levels entering the market, which we're seeing now. So 40 cents, we have the largest amount of volume based on liquidation there. Basically just implies a lot of folks shorted the top right here at about 39.5, or they're just adding to their position here later with some lower leverage trades. Okay, so the truth is we don't have a lot of liquidation below the price action. There's more above that, which is a juicy target for a lot of market movers, but also tells us the general bias is moving a little bit more towards shorting versus longing. Okay, and that's good to understand. You can totally see why that's the case, right? So we're going to take a look at some volume in the larger time frames and kind of help just get perspective on what's going on here. Okay, so quickly to note, let's go ahead and just check our trend lines. We got a good little ascending trend here, still working just fine. Okay, so we want to respect the fact that that is still in play. Okay, so big picture, this coin isn't bearish, right? Just because it has a bad day, but it is due for a correction, and you can totally see why, right? I mean, from bottom to top, how much percent is that? 63%. That's quite a lot for Cardano. Okay, so truth is, this is kind of expected. When we take a look at the larger time frames, though, we can see the previous liquidity level has been swept. That is liquidity back from July. Okay, a lot of liquidity levels are being swept from July with other coins too, so no surprise. But now they all have been swept. We have a lot of shorts entering the market, mainly because there is a lot less liquidity available. We also have a fair value gap that just got swept as well, almost exactly at the top right there at about 40 cents. And that's a fair value gap from before, back in May, before the price action took a turn for the worse there. Okay, so we can establish that most liquidity has been swept to the upside. We want to talk about moving averages. We are still in good shape here. So again, the sky is not falling, but the truth is we are in a situation where we may be soon to test the 20-day SMA, and that would be somewhat of an important factor. We're a little ways away from that. Right now, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're about 14 days of continuation into this breakout. That should have never happened in the first place. And I say should never happened mainly because we kept continuously retesting this level, broke to the upside with a nice pendant pattern, and it hasn't looked back since. But 13 days without correction, big surprise, the price is pulling back. And that's just what happens. Coins have to retrace at one point or another. It hasn't had enough consolidation. It had some here, but that wasn't truly enough. There is a volume profile there we want to talk about, but we'll discuss that here in a minute on the 4-hour. And take a look at the daily, though, with the RSI. It's coming back down under 70. So we're finally hitting this normal, realistic, naturalized RSI, if you will. And that basically just tells us that we have more potential for downside. But generally speaking, being below that level, tentatively for the moment, is actually a good sign because it's calming down and relaxing and not being so darn overextended. Okay? So to me, I like to see price action in 50 to 70 range for the RSI, and the MACD's swinging down as well. So we got some potential bearish scenarios on the horizon, but nothing truly bearish here at this point, minus the overextension. 4-hour time frame, on the other hand, we did lose our initial ascending pattern there, but we can kind of draw this out here and see that we are testing this most recent one here. And what I mean by testing is, you can see the 100-day SMA essentially working concurrent with that trend line. And if we lose the 50-day SMA, we're in bad shape. Okay, so again, we're testing that 50. I misspoke. That's the 50-day simple moving average. 100 is trailing behind. But when you lose the 50 and the 20 concurrently, that's typically a sign for somewhat of a reversal. Because if you look at its past here, even though it's broken below some of these just below from before, it's never truly sustained, and it's always stayed above the trend lines. We're not only breaking below the trend line, but we're also breaking below the moving averages. So this is somewhat of a bearish sign. It's not confirmed yet. This candlestick hasn't closed. We've still got 2 hours left. Try not to get ahead of yourselves, but it definitely looks like it wants to break bearish. We are looking at below 50 on the RSI. This is also a bearish sign. Stochastic swinging down still, and MACD diverging like crazy. So I do feel like we have more potential for further downside on this coin. And at this point, with the volume continuing to maintain a healthy average, I think we're still in decent shape. But we got to respect the fact that the price is much more likely to come down than up. At this point, expecting an immediate reversal right now is fairly naive unless Bitcoin retests 38,000. You got to keep in mind Bitcoin is on the retracement right now. It's currently trending about 36.6. Not a great place for Bitcoin or the market in general. Okay, so just keep in mind, not dire straits, but not fantastic either. Okay. Last but not least, let's take a quick look at we're at a 7, just to quickly note that. We might only have about 2 or 3 more candles worth of continuation, so I would say within the next 8 to 12 hours, we'll get confirmation of this level is going to hold. And once more, at the last thing I want to look at is the cloud. This is the same thing with most coins right now. We've broken bearish in the sense that we see here that the lagging span's free and clear. Conversion lines below the baseline, we're well below the cloud. There's literally no reason to take a long position right now. Okay? So I don't care if you're a diehard Cardano holder. You do not take a long position right now. Okay, it's better off. You're better off waiting. And again, heaven forbid the price goes up and you miss out on the opportunity. There will be more opportunities later. Okay, crypto market's full of FOMO, so just try not to buy into that thought process and try to be patient. And take it from me. I've been trading for over 20 years. Patience is probably the biggest asset that I have. And I know it can drive some people crazy because they like to see trade signals every day, all day. But truth is, we are raking in some serious trades here and some healthy profits. And some of these profits took 16 days to hit 97%. Some of them took a lot longer. Well, we don't normally have a 15-month trade, but that was an outlier there. But yeah, like this, 180% within 1 month and 8 days. I don't mind waiting for that. Okay, so again, those are my swing trades. We have day trades too that are fully automated. Right now you can see we're shorting the heck out of Solana, 22%, 13%, 6%. And then yesterday was a good day for Litecoin as well. So again, a lot of cool little stuff going on, of course, if you want to be part of our premium group, but I'm just trying to recognize and recommend, just a little bit of a level head, right? And if you're part of my community, make sure you watch my Trading Academy videos, my university videos. I teach you how not to trade emotionally. It's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight, but with patience and time, it does. Anyways, sorry, I'm rambling. I hope this makes sense. I just care a lot about my traders and get sick and tired of folks coming over to our community asking for me to recover their assets when, in truth, you could have prevented this altogether by just being a little more patient and maybe not following other folks that are 100x leveraging every single trade. We only 5 to 10x leverage our trades tops, okay? Again, there's a reason for that. It's called sustainability and not getting your ass handed to you. All right, folks, thanks again for watching. I hope you have a good experience here. Please, again, comment, like, subscribe, follow below, and obviously jump on over to Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, great rewards for new registrations that use my link down below, okay? I look forward to working with you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.